First of all, sorry for not posting a lot since I came back from India. I am in the middle of a move from one side of France to the other, and so I've been mad busy with that. Second, as you saw in the title, this video is going to be about what surprised me when I went to India. It's going to be split into 3 parts. So today we're going to do what just surprised me without being good or bad. Next video is going to be what good things surprised me, and the last video is going to be what bad things surprised me, because I know you guys like to see me rant. So I thought it might be interesting for you guys to see what surprised me going to India, because as you guys know, I already knew a lot about India before going there from talking to friends and stuff. I am not the typical white yoga bitch that goes to India. I hope this has been made clear by now. It's I'm not gonna go to Rishikesh and be oh my god, the culture and the spirituality, oh my god, people doing yoga on the ghats, oh my god. Yeah, so that is not what I am, that is not what I want to do, and I would like to think that I know a lot about India, and yet. So the first thing that surprised me is English. What do I mean by that? What I thought before going to India is that everyone more or less spoke English, to varying degrees of capacity, but the thing is, Hindi is not a complete language. It's Hindi has so many English words in there, computer. You guys don't have a word for computer, so if you want to tell anyone about a computer, you will have to say the word computer. And it's anything remotely, let's say modern, any modern invention, you guys are gonna use the English words. And so I thought that because you guys had so much English in your language to begin with, that the entire country, even people in villages, I thought that everyone was gonna be able to make, basic sentences in English, my name is, I am whatever years old, I am this, I am that. And no, I discovered that no, and it's I kind of expected it in villages, to be honest. I expected, village people to not speak a lot of English. But I discovered that even people in fucking Connaught Place did not speak English. Because in Rajasthan and in Madhya Pradesh, I had the same cab driver. And it is a cab driver whose cab company is located in Connaught Place. And so he lives there, and he interacts with tourists all year long. And he spoke extremely little English. It's I had to communicate with him in Hindi the whole way through. It's I manage, we're good. It's yeah, his English was basically limited to, okay, I am coming. And that is all he knew, and that felt very weird for a cab driver, someone who interacts with a lot of tourists, and at some point there's gonna be white tourists. The general lack of English surprised me. And it's not necessarily bad, because you guys have so many languages. It's in the north, everyone is gonna speak Hindi, right? But I don't know, it's it just surprised me, because here I've been interacting only with either people who came here for their studies and so have to speak at least English, or with people from dating sites who are generally gonna be more educated and be able to speak English. I haven't encountered a lot of people on Tinder who only spoke Hindi. It's their English might be bad, but there will be some level of English. And yeah, just seeing that, I think most of the population of Delhi speaks either no English or absolutely garbage, that surprised me. And I'm not saying it to make fun of anyone, because I realize that my Hindi is shit, and I don't want, to make fun of their English, but it was just surprising to me. The second thing is how fast people who tried to sell me stuff would recover from me speaking Hindi, because I expected more of a reaction, but more than once I had to speak Hindi to people to either stop them from scamming me or just to have them understand me at all. And they were surprised for a split second, and then immediately switched to Hindi and kept talking to me in Hindi. And I think it's because you guys have a custom. You guys, every time I speak Hindi, you're oh my god, you speak Hindi, oh my god. And it's I think I expected that from people in the street, and I didn't get it as much as I thought I was going to. And yeah, just surprised me. So the third one is people treating me as royalty. It's basically the Atiti Deva Bhava thing. And I'm not putting it in good or bad, and here's why. It is good because I got treated as royalty, right? But it is bad because, it's still, at the core, it's still racism. I've told this story before, but it's I have a family friend who lived in India for 6 months for his job. And he was in Chennai, I think. Chennai or Bangalore. and he told us when he came back that at some point he was at a supermarket and there was a lady in front of him and he put his things on the belt and the cashier made the lady, you know, remove all her things to make him come first. And everyone in India that I have told this story to before was like, oh no, it's impossible, we don't do that anymore. We don't treat you like the British Raj anymore. It's like, we don't do that. Now that I've been in India and seen how people treat me just because that's what I look like, I believe that story. It's like not everyone treated me as superior or anything, but it's like, I believe that that story happened, and experiencing it is kind of awkward. Fourth one, I got a lot of you. I got a lot of you who, during the evening, would slide into my DMs on Instagram and be like, oh, I saw you in, like, whatever place today. And every time I was like, okay, you saw me, you recognized me enough to text me in the evening. Why did you not just come and say hi? It's like, I will say hi to you, and then I will tell you to fuck off if you annoy me, but I will say hi to you. I don't know, it surprised me how shy you guys are in real life compared to whatever the fuck you are on the internet. Next thing is shopping in a Desi store is an experience. You get surrounded by 16 people trying to sell you stuff and who bring you stuff from every angle. Like, especially clothes, right? It's like, I bought this in India, and this was in the middle of like 16 other dresses that people were bringing me. It's like, I don't know if it's just because I'm white or if they try to sell this as much to literally everyone, but it was, yeah, it's fun, it's weird. Speaking of shopping, the next thing that surprised me is the difference of like dressing style between men and women. What do I mean? I don't mean that I want men in saris. But, okay, so it's like, whenever I was on the streets, most women were in like traditional Desi stuff, like saris or like kurtis and stuff like that. Most men were wearing like shirts and like Western style pants, like jeans and stuff. And it's like, it feels so weird to me that one gender is gonna dress like full Desi and the other gender is gonna dress like full Western. And also, this might be like more of a negative thing that surprised me, but the amount of women who covered their face like under a gunget. And it's like, I don't know if it was like just a heat thing or if it was a religious thing or a my husband doesn't want people to see my face thing, because I wasn't there when they got dressed in the morning. But if it's a heat thing, I like chalega, I guess. But if it's a I was forced to hide my face in public, that is something that I do not like. But since I don't know, I'm not gonna make any conclusion on that. Next thing is gonna be the dumbest shit on that list, but it's like taxis running on CNG. It's like, I didn't even know what CNG was before coming, and I don't know the fact that it's so prevalent in India and that we've never heard about it in France. It's just weird to me. Speaking of driving, the honks! The honk system! So the fact that there was a lot of honking did not surprise me, because I have a lot of friends that I talk to like on WhatsApp who send me voice notes, and there's always honking in the background. So it's like, I fully expected honks to be a background noise. However, I did not expect it to be a system, because in France, first of all, you don't honk. Second, if you honk, it's because there's either a danger or you want someone to hurry up, but like, to hurry up right now or else you're gonna kill them. And it's like, I drive basically every day. I honk maybe once every 3 months. You guys honk when you pass someone to tell them you're passing them. Do you know how we fucking do that in France? We have turn signals. Yeah, you guys honk for everything, and after the first like 3 days, I understood the honking system, and I felt like I was getting a Nobel Prize. So, next. Before I came to India, I fully expected people to stare at me, because I had been told that everyone would stare at me and no one would come talk to me. However, I was not expecting the intensity of the stares. Literally, in CP, like where there are shitloads of tourists, in CP, there were people stopping, opening their mouths and looking at me past like this. And it's like, I did not expect that kind of a reaction. It's like every time I noticed it, I would just start laughing, and that would, like, you know, draw even more attention on me because I laugh loud. But it's like, just getting watched like this. It's, it's so weird. I was also surprised by how shady the best areas were. So for example, a friend invited me to a restaurant in Vasantkunj, and I waited for him there because he arrived after me. And while I was waiting for him there, I was texting him like, why do you always bring me to the shady places? And he answered me, and I quote, what do you mean it's shady? It's Vasant fucking Kunj. And I was then informed that it was one of the best areas in Delhi, and yet I was in the middle of Vasant Kunj, and everything looked shady to me. It looked so bad. And it's like, I've been told that because it's a residential area, you guys don't have streetlights. It makes no sense to me because you would think it would be the opposite. But I don't know, I felt like I was gonna get murdered every second. I don't know. Last thing on the list is also kind of a dumb one. Thumbs up. So first of all, before coming, I had been told about thumbs up maybe once, and I had forgotten about it. And then I discovered it, you know, whenever I first ate there. And the fact that you guys have like a regional Coke doesn't surprise me, because in France, every region has their Coke. It's like, I'm in Alsace right now and we have Alsace Cola. In Brittany they have Braise Cola. It's like that doesn't surprise me. What surprises me is the pride that you guys have in your thumbs up. It's like, thumbs up is better than the fucking Kohinoor at this point. It's like everyone I talked to about thumbs up was like, yeah, don't you think like it's better than Coke? It's more spicy, it's this and that. And it's like, no, it's like, it's 99% Coke and 1% placebo, my dudes. And in restaurants, whenever I ordered thumbs up, like the waiter always looked surprised. It's like, I think they expected me to order Coke and then they expected to have to ask me like, you know, thumbs up. But the fact that I just ordered thumbs up, it's like, I think I shocked at least 3 waiters. Alright, that's gonna be it for just the surprising things. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because you don't want to miss the next 2 videos on the topic that are coming. I'll see you soon. Bye.